Everyone, welcome to another page in the Desert Plant Diary. I'm Carl, and I'm at the botanical garden in my city called the Lalbagh Botanical Garden, and I'm taking you guys along with me on a plant tour of some of their collection in a series, of course, because of the 15-minute limit we have on YouTube. Some beautiful adeniums over there in bloom. The ficus, and I'm guessing it's a macrocarpa. So these are grafted onto something with a cordax, which gives it that beautiful look. Some more adeniums. I'm not a fan, this is just my personal opinion, of bonsai plants because you need to cut the roots and pretty much limit the amount of nutrition and growth the plant could potentially have or potentially has. But the adeniums, interestingly, can grow in something like this and give you that dwarf bonsai look for a couple of years before you plant them in the ground, if that's what you plan to do. It's a beautiful specimen for that price. That's $250. Beautiful one. I'm just going to pan through this. Here we have a massive, massive specimen. For some reason, I believe that the collection over here of the cacti and succulents is way more diverse than the one that they have in the cactus house. That noise that you hear comes from those carts that these guys are using to pick plants from. An overview of the garden. The very famous aloe vera barbadensis Miller, and that goes on forever. A few more succulents over here, and I'm going to head to that place where they've got a lot of the cacti and succulents which are economically priced. Now, I've come here as a child with my father to pick up plants. Brings back some memories, and there was a lake somewhere behind that big tree that I'm pointing at. Not a lake, I'm sorry, a water tank or perhaps a pond, and my brother and I used to take our shoes off and put our feet in the pond, and there were fish in it too. And they used to come and tickle our feet. So the pond was somewhere, I'm not sure if it's that same one, but it was somewhere over here. And I lost both my father and my brother, so this place does bring very sad memories in a way. So I'm not able to locate that pond. I'll take you guys to the cacti and succulent section now, and I'm going to pan through very, very quickly because it's 4 minutes already. Good pricing on that one. That's just 50 rupees, so that's a good deal. The Kalanchoe humilis. This normally has some darker color on it. I'm guessing because of the protected area. Not a lot of sunlight hits this plant. A type of agave. Dangerous looking fella. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I picked one up the last time I came here. Euphorbia lactea. Agave Lophantha quadricolor. That's a good deal for 100 rupees. Pretty decently priced. And I think that these guys, the Douglas Huth, Graptovaria, are 50 rupees each. I don't want to put my hand there and damage the plant, so 50 to 100 rupees. Oh, yeah, okay, we have some pots over here. So yeah, that's 50. Euphorbia lactea variegata. Scale insects. I can't understand why people would sell these, because you could almost get that for free from anyone. And as a child I used to see these grow all over the street. If somebody had one of these plants, they used to cut them and throw them out. And they would start to breed on the road as well. Decently priced sedum, because that pot itself should be around 20 rupees, and I'm sure the soil's going to cost you another 30 rupees, so this is a throwaway price. African violets, still one of my favorites, and I always try to keep one of them at home though. It doesn't demand too much water if you have just one, unlike the previous collection that I had. Beautiful looking sedum, has a nice red tinge to it. So those are priced at 100 rupees. I think it's beginning to crest over here on this guy. I've noticed one of them cresting in my garden as well. Quite possible that these guys crest naturally. This one's very, very tiny, very different looking one. And I'm trying very, very hard not to pick up a lot of them, because I've spent more than enough on these plants during the show. And that's priced at 100 now. Very differently leaved ones. An interesting thing about the Kalanchoes as a species is that they normally have about 4 petals. But these guys are multi-petaled. Some begonias, and that's the price there. gosh, I've managed to get some of those thorns in my hand. And from what I've heard, this is a pretty nasty opuntia to deal with. I wanted to share with you guys the price. And I ended up paying the ultimate one for that. So that's pretty much all I'm going to share with you guys for now, because as you can see, they're beginning to water the collection. And I hope you guys have seen this video and get inspired to go out and start a collection of your own. Perhaps come down to Lalbagh at the Botanical Garden. You have a lot of variety of plants and succulents now too, so even I can't complain. So sending you guys a lot of creative strength and inspiration to step out in your garden and do something really, really interesting today, to get your plant mojo on watching all of these videos. And all the way from the garden city of India, here's me wishing you guys a fantastic day. Cheers.